Okay, there's a Mac at the end of this block on the right.
Oh, sweet.
Let's just start there.
You want to just, okay.
Yeah, you can cross the street.
Yeah, so I used to work at Mac, and that's where I started my career in DC as like a freelance artist. And so they were awesome. They taught me everything I needed to know. That's what springboarded me into getting into Make It Forever up in New York. And
so when did you find out that MAC Cosmetics supported abortion?
Just like this last month, and when you and I were talking.
Yeah. Oh, here we are. We're here at the gates of hell, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but it's where artists start their careers. They give you 40% off as an artist.
Right.
So there's incentive. They're incentivizing you to use their products as an artist, which is great. But once you find out where that money's going, it's like, I don't want to give you money to kill babies.
Right. This is a list of all the companies supporting Planned Parenthood.
Bank of America, Microsoft,
Starbucks,
Monsanto.
Shell, United Airlines, U.S. Bank, Wells Fargo, Albertsons. I mean, Starbucks. I don't know what I'm going to do about Starbucks because I live on that.
How do people know where their tax dollars are going?
Well, you got to do your research.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But more importantly, people don't think about the fact that maybe it's wrong for the government to be federally funding such sensitive issues as Planned Parenthood because it's morally wrong to a large majority of the country. So I think we should walk around and we should compare it to the wall. Because I know here in San Francisco, a lot of people are very touchy about the wall. They feel like it's morally wrong.
Yeah.
So let's go around and compare the two and see what people think.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so is the park this way?
Where's the park? That way.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's why I walked that way, I think.
Does Google Maps support Planned Parenthood? Because I'm going to be lost a lot.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
I love how this man runs coming up. It's like he's bounding.
He is bounding. He is really bounding. Wow.
Oh, he supports a wall. He can just jump right over
all
it.
of these people waiting in line, they're trapped. We could go ask them.
My awesome Californian accent. Yeah, what's up?
Nice.
All right.
Wait, what's your guys' channel, quickly?
Oh,
Michaela Bearpaw.
yeah, Michaela Bearpaw is the channel, guys.
Okay, check that out.
Yep.
Sweet.
And what is your channel?
My channel's Mystic7. I do Pokemon Go, and I'm actually catching a brand new legendary Pokemon right now.
Are we
my God.
like ruining
We're
that?
ruining your game?
No, enhancing the experience, you know what I'm saying? Making it more like local San Francisco feel. Do you guys play Pokemon Go?
No.
Have you ever?
Never.
Really? Even when it was like super cool?
No.
Wow.
I was actually just judging everybody.
Well, I'm judging you.
Do you think it is morally wrong for the government to federally fund this wall?
I have a weird take on this in the sense of like, okay, I can't answer this question because I haven't done enough research to give a good, real, educated answer. I'll say one thing. Donald Trump said that Mexico would pay for it, and I have a lot of my income that goes to taxes. So, come on, man! Like, what's up with? I mean, I'm a Californian. Like, we're kind of all not really for it.
Nobody here likes the wall. But ladies and gentlemen, they still live in houses with 4 walls.
Run. You got it. Yeah, I mean, anything that like isn't generally agreed upon and then tax dollars is used towards it is kind of a heated topic because like that's my money, right? And if I don't like the wall, I don't want my money to go to the wall.
Right.
But there's a lot of things that I don't like that my money goes towards, including a lot of so.
Maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't be doing that.
What
do you think? Allowing the government to fund something that a lot of people think is just so wrong.
I think
deep down in their hearts.
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. I think that's a pretty bad, and it was poorly communicated as well.
Those who think the wall is morally wrong, they shouldn't have their tax dollars forced to pay for that. But then on the other hand, with Planned Parenthood, a lot of people think it's flat out murder and you're taking their money to pay for it. So
I think that's a fair point. Yeah, I mean, and that's another issue. It's like if you're going to use government dollars and not everyone agrees, like that's why I don't ever want to be a politician. That's why I like being an entrepreneur because I make my decisions and the public can't really influence that too much. That's not true. But like as a politician, you have a stressful job.
All right, cool. All right.
Have a good one. You guys too. Good luck.
Take care. Gosh, that was interesting. It's kind of fun with you being taller than me. Hi. There.
who else can we annoy? Who else can we ask if it is morally wrong
Can we ask?
to live behind a wall?
Do animals have an opinion?
Do animals have an opinion?
On the wall.
We can't ask this dog though. He's white.
there's too many white people, I get nervous, you know.
You guys are like all about the patterns. I'm liking those.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta be on point with our fashion, we gotta be on point with this planet.
That's right.
How is the wall going to be funded? It's going to be funded through federal tax dollars, right? Do you think it is morally wrong to fund the wall when the country is so divided? There's some people who think it is morally wrong to have a wall. So do you think maybe we shouldn't be funding it?
I think it's based on some xenophobic bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I cuss?
Absolutely. I mean, these are just tactics that have been used again and again whenever people like this take power. You know, they like referendums, they like big building projects. This is fascism. That's it.
Run.
Planned Parenthood, the country is very divided on that, right? Half the country thinks it's murder and the other half thinks it's a woman's right. So perhaps the government shouldn't be federally funding something like that as well because the country's so divided on it and half think it's morally wrong.
I think it's a false equivalence because frankly, you know, we have this polarized rhetoric in our country. We have this tribalism, but just because people are split down the middle about a bunch of different issues doesn't necessarily mean that these issues are the same, right? The wall is one thing, Planned Parenthood is another.
It could almost be called worse though because it's murder versus immigration.
I mean, that's like a personal opinion on it, and most Planned Parenthoods actually don't offer like abortion services.
But for the ones that do, and they are federally funded.
For the ones that do, I don't know. I'm not going to take a definitive stance on that. I'm okay with not knowing.
I haven't thought about that yet. I'll think about that tomorrow.
Can we ask you a question? Okay, no worries. Not selling anything. Who's this guy? Can we ask you a question?
You guys, 2 questions really quick.
Yeah?
Do it as a group together.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it as a group. So, yeah, how do you guys feel about the wall? Obviously, it's a big contentious topic in the United States, but we're curious. What is your opinion on it? Do you think it's morally right or wrong?
I mean, we're not from here. We're not from the United States.
Oh.
So we're from Austria and Poland. Definitely wrong, in my opinion. And
yeah, I do agree with that. Yeah.
Why though?
It's discriminating people, and it's I don't know. There should be walls and borders. It's not. We're living in the 21st century, and it should not be like that.
The wall would be built via federal funding, so the tax dollars would go towards building the wall, and half the country believes it's morally wrong like you do. Do you think that that's wrong to take their tax dollars and pay for something like that?
The taxpayers are okay with that. The whole country is okay with that. It would be fine. But in that case, that on half of it is not okay with it, it's not fine, in my opinion.
For example, Planned Parenthood provides abortions in America, right? And that's also a federally funded program. They also have private donations, but it's federally funded. Half the country thinks it's murder, and the other half thinks it's a woman's right. So you would also agree then that it's wrong for the government to be federally funding it?
The government was chosen by the people, so yeah, that's what we have to acknowledge. And like, if the people chose it, it was the majority. It was a democratic, you know.
Since Trump was legally and fairly elected, and the majority of the country wanted a wall who voted him into office, then I guess it's okay that we're spending the federal dollars of the people who don't believe in the wall on the wall.
I mean, it depends. It's like the one thing is democracy, which is really important for a state, but the other thing is like morality, right? And it's not working. Like, it's not that simple as always the same, right? So I don't know.
What do you want? What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want? God damn it. What do you want?
Hi. How's it going? Do you want to talk to us? Okay. Yeah, we have some questions we want to ask you.
Good.
All right, here we go. You're in the middle.
Right in
of
the middle.
Don't worry, we're not gonna do anything weird.
Lacey, I'll let you start.
So we're asking people about the border wall. Are you for it? Are you against it? Do you think it's morally wrong? What are your thoughts?
It's stupid.
Hey, why do you think that?
It's stupid. You know, it doesn't make any sense.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Too Republican.
We didn't even say we like the wall. Just don't even talk about the wall, because if you talk about the wall, guys, you're automatically a Republican.
Where do you get off? Hi, can we ask you guys 2 questions?
Only 2.
I'm not from here, so does it matter?
No.
You're not.
Do you or do you not support the wall?
Oh man, that's a tough question. I do not.
I think people should be able to have the ability to come to the United States if they want to. I mean, I think it's...
But we already have immigration in place, right?
Very true. That is very true.
So what about the fact that the wall is going to be federally funded, meaning our tax dollars are going to go towards the wall, and there's a lot of people who do think it is morally wrong. Do you think it's okay for the government to be spending their money on a wall?
I think it should be used. It could be used wisely in other, other areas.
So probably don't spend money that, when somebody finds that topic morally wrong, don't spend their money on that. What about like Planned Parenthood? The country's very divided on that. Half the country thinks it's murder, that we're funding murder with our own tax dollars and we don't believe in it, and the other half thinks it's healthcare. Do you think that the government probably shouldn't be supporting that via federal tax dollars as well?
Well, I think it should be a woman's choice to either have a child or not. So I support that it should be part of healthcare.
Because you are taking money from Muslims, Christians, Mormons, people who do think it's murder, and you're forcing them to spend their money on supporting it.
Very true. I didn't see it that way. Yeah. So you changed my mind on both topics. Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, that was it. That was all the questions. Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you.
Bye. Amazing. That was it. Go out on a high note.
I did it. I got through to you.
Yeah.
Do you have enough? Do you think we have enough?
You should always do one more if you think you have enough.
Okay.
Right? One last one.
What else?
Oh my God, is that Michael Savage?
Yes,
Are you
it
Michael
is.
Savage?
Wow, Michael Savage. She's
Oh
your
my
biggest
God.
fan.
Oh my God.
Wonderful.
I
We are
love
friends.
you.
We have all your books. This is unreal.
Do you want to be on camera? Is that okay?
I don't care. I don't know what you're using it for, but you better.
It'll be good.
I'm a conservative, so.
Sorry to hear it.
I know.
That means you're shunned by your people.
I'm kind of a
Actually, no,
yes.
the real people love
I
you.
am. I've been told I'm a pretendian. But Elizabeth Warren's more real Indian than me because she's a Democrat.
Of course. So what are you guys actually doing today?
So I am going around asking people whether or not they support the wall. Hold on. Do you support the wall?
I created the wall. I wrote about borders, language, and culture since 1994. However, Donald Trump hasn't built so much as a foot of the wall. In fact, the fakers in the media who call themselves conservatives stopped talking about the wall, haven't they?
Yes.
Have you heard Limbaugh talk about the wall?
No.
Or the others? No. Because
Why is that?
Because they're all part of what I call the cartel. What the White House tells them to do, they do. They make believe they're independents, but they're not. What about the budget that's out of control? How could we wake up 2 days ago and realize that Trump and Schumer did a deal of $2 trillion more on, quote, infrastructure spending? Where were the conservative voices saying, wait a minute, you've maxed out your credit card, Mr. Trump. You can't keep going back to the well. So I'm the odd man out. I always have been, and thank God I still am. I'm 1/190,000th Native American, according to the cup I spit in. Come on, I'm just joking. What's your first name?
Michaela.
It's all a charade. Talking about the wall is one thing, doing it is another.
Right.
And I don't think they want the wall. I think they made 2 days ago, Trump said he wants $5 billion more to take care of the illegals who've come over from wherever. So where's the wall? There is no wall. It's like a shell game. Here's the wall, here's the wall. Wait, there's no wall. I was kidding. I'm like all the others. Hi.
He's another politician.
He was a businessman originally, which is why I backed him, and I still do compared to Bernie the socialist and the other wackadoodles. But if this keeps up, what is the choice going to be?
Here's a big question. My shirt says, should Native Americans build the wall?
If we had only built the wall, I wouldn't be here. This is an odd place to ask. These
Is
are
it?
mainly tourists and people
Well, because
who-
the San Franciscans don't want to be on camera.
Oh, they're afraid,
Yes.
so you might get some of these wayfarers.
Yes.
Let's see, where's a good spot to get real San Franciscans? Well, I was just in an alley with 3 of them was sleeping on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
After getting drugged, they may be getting up about now to get their next shot.
Then, cheers.
Well, to the new friends of the savage world.
Cheers, Sheldon.
Cheers, Sheldon.
How do you all know each other?
Oh, I escaped through the Yugoslavian border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So past the ocean.
Twice.
The other wall.
I escaped twice through the wall.
Do you think?
No, it was not a wall there. It was a fence actually.
Oh.
And I just kind of like jump over the fence.
So you're a Czech wetback.
Twice. Professional escaper.
I'm, cheers to escaping, actually. Escaping was always on my mind.
Cheers to escaping to America. Legally, though, guys, legally. Do you think the wall is morally wrong?
Totally.
Why?
Because first of all, let me put you dog.
So,
if they want to do the wall, they should do it where it should be.
Which is where?
Like Mexican border all the way to Washington State.
Do you think that it's wrong that tax dollars are going towards the wall since people like you don't agree with
I
it?
can do better things with it.
With the money?
Yeah, totally.
Like what?
Like clean the streets of San Francisco, for example.
Well, that was it. That was the whole interview. Thank you.
Just make sure you drink some chick beer, because that relaxes you.
Thank you.
So
That's what it's really about in life.
On the Charles Bridge, right over there. That's where I used to exchange money on the black market when it was illegal under the communists. That's why I had to escape. No, that was not the only reason.
Cheers.
I had a 2-year military facing, which was not up to my liking. And since my name is Miroslav, which means celebration of peace, how could I go to war? And for who? I don't agree with the war. I'm a peaceful man. I'd rather drink a beer and make a laugh.
Hey! Thank you.
Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.